Hi V Coach, hi classmates. We're Group 1 of V83 and we're here to talk about the generics pharmacy or TGP. Allow us to walk you through the company background. It started in 1949 with Pacific Insular Company handling Pacific Pharma by actually importing pharmaceutical products. Then in 1959, the Lusons bought the company. Under the leadership of Benjamin Luson, they ventured into retail of generic medicines in 2001. Then in 2007, it was formally transitioned to the generics pharmacy or TGP. Browsing through the website, you'll see several banners. You'll be greeted with a maraming salamat banner, thanking the hardworking staffs manning the branches amidst the pandemic. You also see the ad of Tagapag, Alaga ng Pamilya. It's actually a play of words, play of acronym of the TGP. They're using as Tagapag, Alaga ng Pamilya, Tagapag, Pagaling ng Pilipinas. On a more specific level, it could be interpreted as tagapaggamot ng lagnat, tagapagtanggal ng rayuma, tagapagtakip ng sugat, among others. You also see the celebrity endorser, Jericho Rosales, riding a tricycle sa nearby community. You also see him sometimes walking just to a branch now. So it conveys a message that this is pangmasa. This is for the ordinary you. The common themes in the YouTube ads would be saying, ito ay tapat sa kalusugan, tapat sa presyo, tapat sa kalidad, at tapat o malapit sa inyo. For the USP, it's actually a 2x2 matrix of price and location. For the price, we're saying it's tapat sa'yo, mura, de kalidad, available. For the location, andyan lang kami sa tapat mo. We have 2,000 branches and it is accessible. So the 2x2 matrix of price and location is captured in this USP. Our PTM, or our primary target market, are the senior citizens, ages 55 to 64, which accounts for around 6% of the population. Absolute amount is about 8 million. So it's aptly titled as Growing Old in the Philippines is a Painful Reality. The Coalition of Services of the Elderly, or COSE, released a study that social pension accounts for a third of household income used for food, medical expenses, and other household bills. Out of the 8 million senior citizens, 2.5 million of them receives pensions of around 500 pesos. And then more drastic than that, 3 million of those do not receive any pension at all. So kukurutin lang namin yung puso nyo on how it is to grow old in the Philippines, especially when you're poor. While capturing the PTM, it transcends to other markets as well. It conveys that we are also after the low-income families, or the Class D and E market, which is around 90% of the total population of the Philippines. In these pictures, you actually see one of our group members, Doc Rod, conducting free seminars to the elderly. We're all hagip din namin ng maintenance medicine and vitamin users. Maximizing the income value is the key to survival. To have an affordable and accessible medication and vitamin is the answer for every Lolo Juan, Lola Pilar, Tatay Juan, or your Ate Maria, ultimately. So the main problems of senior citizens are hashtag kulang sa budget, ang layo naman, hashtag hindi kailangan, baka pwedeng pagpaliban muna. So we have not enough budget for maintenance medicine, meron pang malapit na botika sa akin, ay hindi ko siya priority. My pension, I have pension, but still it's not enough. I have unstable source of income. And ultimately, is there an effective medicine? Pero low cost. So the needs, wants, and demands. So your Lolo Juan, Lolo Pedro needs to be free from weakness, sickness, and maintain good health condition and achieve their safety needs. They want? What are their wants? Low cost, effective, and accessible. So the power of 3. Senior citizen demands to be healthy while still providing for the basic needs of their family. So for the competitors of the generics pharmacy, these are your Generica, Mercury Drug, and the likes. For this purposes of report, we'll concentrate on generica and Mercury Drug. For indirect, you have hospital pharmacy, online pharmacies, and other herbal medicine stores. These are the variables that we need to consider: age, price, availability, all the way to accessibility. We're just giving you an article in PhilStar just to establish a base case that generic medicines are actually 4 times cheaper than your branded medicines. So this is an actual drug price watch in coordination with DOH. Look at it. We have the generic pharmacy, generica, all the way to Mercury Drug. If you look at the column of generic pharmacy, take for example simvastatin, the range is 350 to 1050, while Mercury Drug is 1050 to 36. And then the nearest competitor would be generica, 650 to 1050. So mas mahal pa rin si generica. For the retail landscape, this is as of 2019, based on available data. TGP has around 2001 branches as of 2019, which is around 35% of the retail presence. So you also see Mercury Drug with 21%, around 1,200 branches. Generica is around 800 branches. Incidentally, just noteworthy lang, South Star Drug is actually a sister company of TGP. So if you look at it, TGP and South Star accounts for around 40+% of the market space. Main competitors and their taglines. No? Mercury Drug is nakasisigurado gamat ay laging bago. Generica, gamot at serbisyo, maaasahan dito. Ang TGP naman, it's tapat sa iyo at nandyan lang sa tapat mo. Which brings us to this points of parity and points of differentiation. So first column is your TGP, second generica, and your Mercury Drug. The red highlights are the ones we deem we have competitive advantage and we're the market leaders in that. So categories of affordability, good quality, convenient location, free service, 24 hours, membership card, all the way down to Doktor ng Bayan. We'll just discuss a Doktor ng Bayan. It's actually a free consulting, or if there's a charge, it's very minimal. There's doctors manning the posts in the branches. You get to consult them, and then obviously at the end of the day, you have to buy medicines from TGP. That's the only catch. This is a grid. We're showing that the generics pharmacy is appealing to the older generation, older people, but eventually we'll see that it will transcend all the way down now. So Mercury and Watson is quite unique in a way that they're more like, you have cosmetics, we're a 24/7 convenience store and the likes. No? So that's a distinguishing factor. For the TGP, we're really more of generics and pharmacy, and we have affordable and accessible products. Current trends and changes. There's demand changes from hospitals, medical field, and consumers in general. If you look at it for pharmaceutical industry, there is increased demand for prescription medicines such as antibiotics, anesthetics, as well as vaccines and medical devices. We also see increased hospitalization, lalo na ngayon during COVID. We see shortages of medicines. There's shortages of vitamin C, D, and everyone. Incidentally, the pandemic also brought the public to be more aware of their health. So they're more adept or knowledgeable about the necessity of vaccines, the necessity of taking medicines, and to be healthy in general. We see the increased need for medical R&D. There's a joke nga, di ba? So vaccines, other countries are in phase 2, phase 3, and we're still in phase shield. Well, kidding aside, there's a need for increased telemedicine. Incidentally, TGP regularly uploads videos in their website. So it's for public information and for you to be knowledgeable or to have knowledge about that. It's much like the Doc Willie Ong Facebook page. Our recommendation is to explore the possibility of doing a mobile app. So this is from the points of parity and points of differentiation where Generica and Mercury Drug already has the app. So obviously, when you have an app, you need to partner with local deliveries in order for it to be successful. So in summary, TGP's USP is actually two, along the lines is two. A Filipino deserves nothing less for less cost. And tapat sa'yo at nandyan lang sa tapat mo, which is again a play of price and accessibility. Our PTM is the 55 to 64, low income, big family, informal labor segment using maintenance medicines or looking for cheaper but effective alternatives. Our main competitors are Generica and Mercury Drug. In terms of changes and recommendations, we're looking at the option of exploring apps and partner with local delivery services. With that, we thank you for listening. It's been fun. Thank you.